Greetings everybody, Daniel Dabek here. I'm going to give the Safex developer update for October the 8th. To start, I know we were working on the white paper for Safex, so we just have a few details that we didn't kind of iron out that we wanted to, and just want to remind everybody this is going to be a draft, so there might be a little bit more kind of vague details rather than final details, and I think it's a pretty smart decision to do that because what we're doing is very novel, and it'd be nice to kind of not have a ton of copycats, following us right afterwards. So we will release this draft. There will be some details, more like broad strokes, and more detail as we get closer to the final execution of Chili Blockchain and the marketplace and stuff like that. So I just want to give it this draft so we have something to kind of give a foundation for something for us to hang on to and reference it as we move along and kind of figure out what details we appreciate, what details need to be changed, and what we can add to the white paper, the general plan. Um, Otherwise, right now I'm in Poland. For this weekend, there was a there was a project that I was working on from last year when after we forked off from trying to use another backend when we decided we go with a blockchain architecture for the Safex marketplace last August. So I started to work on a project called DOSCoin, and it's been about a year since we were really going hardcore on that project. And over the past weekend in Tokyo was the launch of the an internal exchange, so people can buy and sell coins on a blockchain exchange in exchange for euros. So it's kind of like a cryptocurrency of euros and DOS coins. So that was such a significant moment that there was a big event held in Poland where I got a chance to talk about something that I find extremely important, and in my opinion, is the reason why um, Safex has such a novel place in the marketplace of cryptocurrencies, because whereas like practically every single cryptocurrency have like an emission rate that's like goes up very fast and then levels off later on. So um, that's kind of uh, it doesn't make any sense because most of the people who are using the cryptocurrency are coming in later on. So if this is the start, this is later on, and if all the coins are out over here, then why would everybody be getting in over here and have to buy from people who mined them or bought them first and cheap? So I think this is a huge blockage for mass adoption, and I think that mass adoption is something that most of the marketplace have started to ignore and completely forgot and lost the point about how so few people are using cryptocurrencies, and so we're kind of, I think a lot of the hype around ICOs and different kind of half-baked projects, and how much a lot of people are going to lose a lot of their money in the next over the next couple of years. It I think Safex, as long as we continue to focus on the prize, which is the marketplace, we will make a huge breakthrough in mass adoption, and the fact that so there's like no currency can really recover anymore because they have a that emission rate. Like either they use masternodes with proof of stake, or they have some kind of centralized concentration of coins. Now Safex has that kind of situation, but we alleviate that with the emergence of the marketplace. So that's why Safex is such a novel concept, because we, even though we pivoted from the original plans from almost 2 years ago, and now we have some concrete direct path for success with Safex and the marketplace, and so we still respect the Safex coin holders, and we establish a new currency, and that currency operates on on a completely different model than any other currencies ever have in the past and ever could have ever into the future, because their designs are already done and they're already launched without any considerations for the economics and the long-term view of their markets or their use cases. And so I do truly believe that Safex and our platform release with the marketplace just defies all everything else that exists now. We will truly be able to make mass adoption. So that's really what this the white paper and everything that we're kind of gearing up for is leading to. So um, the reason why mass adoption is possible with the Chile with the Safex and the Chile is that because we're not distributing all the coins today and giving people no reason into the future to participate in the marketplace. Because if you have to just buy off someone uh, who mined the coins all of the coins in the beginning, then it doesn't really make any sense for you to jump in. I think the only reason why people are using Bitcoin is due to lack of alternatives. And so I do really believe that the platform that Safex will release will be able to outpace adoption of Bitcoin and and really take over this decentralized cryptocurrency marketplace. When I say marketplace, I mean the cryptocurrencies as a whole. And so, um, like I was saying, like we everything I start, I finish, and so um, yeah, there's no shroud of a doubt that we're gonna get things done. This is kind of more of a community update than a development update. But to get more about development is we're still working on the white papers, kind of getting all of our concepts together, see what we want to release in a detail, what we want to leave a little vague and stuff like that. That's why this is a draft, and we do have a lot of writing done, a lot of research. We have the whiteboards covered in charts and explanations and formulas and stuff like that. So it's really fascinating. And when you do look at this stuff, you don't understand why anybody you don't even understand why you would buy Bitcoin in the first place. So um, yeah, it's kind of exciting to see that if you could understand what I'm describing, where like 4% of Bitcoin addresses are controlling 90% or something like that of all the all the Bitcoins. It just doesn't make any sense for anybody to ever participate in the Bitcoin market. And I think that's why people just avoided the concept of mass adoption and just make a lot of hype and a lot of pump. And so yeah, back to the development is we still have wallet updates that are in progress. We have the website update because it's all cluttered and Nicola gets a headache every time he sees it. So he's been working on uncluttering our design. We're adding a blog, for example, to the Safex website, so there'll be an official blog, so you can clearly and distinctly see the content and literature that we push from in-house. And so there's also Ivana is also working on this on an article about centralization of money supply in cryptocurrencies. So I think this is because most developers don't bother with economics. They don't like just because you're an engineer and you think logically, markets have completely different um, they have completely different rules and they regulate on different parts of human emotions. So if you don't have an economist on your team, there's nothing you can do that will be successful. And like every cryptocurrency has the same centralization issues. And so I'm so confident and kind of just going with the flow. It's just I could say just eagerly that we're gonna do really well. We're gonna get this marketplace out and start to see like prices like going down on Safex, for example. But of course, like why? Because there's Bitcoin fork coming, people panic selling together with people cashing out to get the Bitcoins so that the Bitcoin can fork and then they get a little bit of extra Bitcoin. and then they hope to come back and buy back Safex or whatever other coins there are. And it's like that's only because people are bothering with this centrally like withheld cryptocurrency Bitcoin. So it's like um, mass adoption means people who are using cryptocurrency not just for speculative reasons, but for earning a living or buying products or investing in resources like hard goods, like machinery and stuff like that, things that produce more value. And so, um, yeah, so that's what Safex is going to bring to the entire world. So, uh, this is just great time to be building and fulfilling a lot of missing gaps in cryptocurrency world. So that's it from me. Get back tomorrow afternoon, and we'll just haul out this the white paper drafts and look forward to catching everybody next week. Bye.